Hello and welcome everyone. We are doing Botches part 2. This is the last part. You will get another video again maybe with questions or more the other questions that are important, relevant. I am Reshma Mukherjee, as I already told you, you all know. And here we discuss grammar, English language literature topics for ICC, ISC, CBSE from Monday to Friday 6 p.m. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so that you can stay tuned to my channel and get all the updates. So I hope we will like the second part of Birches also. Let's follow. Here we are going to do the last part of Birches, part 2. So let's move to the page one by one. So he believed that it was a boy who would hang from the tree and bend the tree, but the reality is this has been done by the ice storms. One by one he subdued. Now he's still continuing with his imagination, that perhaps one by one he wanted to subdue. That means, overcome, rule the trees and bend their heads down in front of him, his father's trees, by riding them down over and over again until he took the stiffness out of them. He had to repeatedly do it, because just like that the tree will not bend its head, right? He had to repeatedly climb the tree almost till the top, and then because the birch tree is very narrow on the top, so it will not be able to bear the weight of the child, and it will slowly bend its head and put the child down. Then again the head will be straight, no? So he will have to keep doing it, so that after some time it loses that stiffness and bends low. Okay, he will feel that he has conquered that tree in the forest, until he took the stiffness out of them, and not one but hung limp. So he will do that with every single tree, birch tree in that forest, so that every single tree becomes his subjects. Like a king, he will stand and all will bow in front of him. Not one was left for him to conquer. He learned all there was to learn about not launching out too soon, and so not carrying the tree away clear to the ground. He knew that he had to do it, he had to be very slow while stepping on the ground. He cannot just jump and it will immediately become straight. He had to be very slow and put his leg down and slowly climb down. Okay, to conquer it well. So he knew every trick that he had to follow. He always kept his poise to the top branches, climbing carefully. Poise means he had to be very calm. He could not be restless that yes, I will jump just now. He had to be very calm. Climb to the top branches, climbing carefully with the same pains you used to fill a cup, up to the brim and even above the brim. Just like this picture beside you see, you will drop little by little water when it reaches the brim, so that you can fill it till the top and even a little bit more than the top, right? Sometimes it has that cone over the top. So that you can do, but you have to be very cautious. Drop by drop you have to put water in it, add water to it. Same trouble he was also taking to conquer the trees. Next, so then he flung outward, feet first with a swish. So he very smartly put his leg down and swiftly kicked his way down through the air to the ground. So was I once myself, a swinger of birches. So I was also so innocent once upon a time. And so I dream of going back to it. So we all want to return to our childhood days, when it was carefree days, when he had nothing to worry about, nothing to worry how to earn, how to live, what to do, what to eat, nothing to worry about. I also want to return back to those days. This is an imagination, which is quite different from the reality. Let's move to the next page. It's when I am weary of considerations. When do I want to escape from reality? When the reality is very cruel. Consider when I have to thoughtfully decide whether I should do YouTube, whether I should join school, how can I continue school and YouTube and website, everything. So that becomes, thoughtful decision, considerations. I become tired at times. And life is too much like a pathless wood. I cannot understand. It is just like being lost in a forest. There is no route to follow. I am just lost. And when I am walking through the forest, what will happen? My face will burn with all those sticks getting into it, spiders biting me, this insect, that insect, cobwebs all over my face. One eye is weeping because maybe I was hurt by some twig of a tree, having lashed across it open. So, I have wounds all over my body. This is what? This is your life, your experience. With your experience, you will be wounded. Maybe your friend will break your trust. Maybe you will be deceived by somebody. Maybe your love will deceive you. So these are the things that will happen. These are the wounds that you will feel as you grow. But the thing is, at these times you also want that kash, aisa bhi hota ki I would return to those childhood days and enjoy those happy times, just like this little boy, the swinger of birches. The poet also feels that I just hope I could return to those days. When life becomes very hard, he thinks like this. I'd like to get away from Earth a while. I wanted to, a while is important. I don't want to escape permanently. For some time, just like we visit, we visit the mountains, we visit the hills, we visit the beach for some time. I want to rest. I want to escape for some time. And then come back to it and begin over. But I want to return also. May no fate willfully misunderstand me. I am wishing something. I just don't want that, the person who has to fulfill my wish, okay, the God, misunderstands me and half grant what I wish. I don't want to, if he just listens to, ऐसा half सुन लिया उसने कि I want to escape without listening to the second part of it. I just don't want to escape. I want to, for some time, I want to go someplace else and then again return over here and start again. So I hope I am granted the full thing. Little time of escape and then again return. Don't snatch me away not to return. I don't want to escape from here. Don't half grant my wish. Just don't allow me to completely escape. I don't want that. I want to return again. Earth's the right place for love. Where if you face all these problems, that is why this is life. That is why you have love, you have emotions over here. If you are going to some place, if you don't want those experiences, you won't enjoy anything, right? So here is what you find love. Here is what you find the emotions, the strong emotions. You cannot get anything without these experiences. I don't know where it is likely to go better. I think Earth is the right place for me. Just that sometimes I become tired. I want a little escape. But I of course want to, I'd like to go by climbing a birch tree. So he's comparing again that just like that little boy climbs the tree and up and up and up. They are very tall trees. So if you keep climbing the tree, it seems that I will reach heaven, which appears to be the nicest place. And climb black branches up the snow white trunk. I already told you it has a snow white trunk. So I want to climb and go reach the top of the tree towards heaven. Because we often think that heaven is the best place. Till the tree could bear no more. That is why I want to climb the birch tree. So that when I have reached the top of it, when I am just ready to reach heaven, I am brought down again to this earth. Because there is no place else as good as earth. I want to return. I want the birch tree itself to put me down on earth. Because this is the right place for love. That would be good, both going and coming back. So that would be the best thing. Just going up and again coming down. Returning is important. One could do worse than be a swinger of birches. So, there are many things that, that is not good enough. But I believe sometimes escape from the imaginary world, from the real world, and then again returning to the real world is important. The imagination versus reality is an important question over here. Don't forget to read that very well. Okay, so we will discuss the figures of speech again in some other video, maybe soon enough. And here the reality is the ice storms bent the birches. Just like our life, we have to face a lot of difficulties like a pathless wood. We have to search our way, struggle. We have a lot of experiences, wounds, okay, some pains. But we have to know that there is no escape. This is the place where you get the best out of it. The experiences give you emotions, love, happiness, joy, all these. We get to enjoy it. So it is better that we can stay away from it for maybe a few days, but we have to return to get the best here. Okay. So this is what I've already told you. This is the opportunity that you get till the month of August. You can mail me reshmimukherjee24@gmail.com. You get the classes, and in the mail you also write where you want to take the class, Gmeet or Zoom call. This you are missing. So Gmeet or Zoom call, you mention that. Which class you want, that you mention. Mention your class, mention your board, and mention the time that you want to take the class. 30 hour, 2 hour, 1 hour, half an hour. Okay, that's all. I hope this much is clear and I am able to help you. And yes, please don't forget to subscribe, like and share. Share with your friends so that we can reach the 100k subscribers easily. I will be very glad, and we will of course do something important and significant, and there will be gifts for everyone. Okay, so for the lucky ones, of course, if I reach 100k. So let's see when we can do it, and that's all. Hope to meet you in my next video. Today is Friday, so let's see next Monday what I can get for you. Thank you so much. Bye bye everyone.